Hey guys, welcome back. This is day number 91 of trading futures every day until I become profitable. Today is a monumental day for me. About 10 months ago, my friend came to me in the gym and told me that he started trading Forex. I told him how I used to trade crypto in the past with no success, but that was the starting point where I hopped back in the game again because I remembered how much I loved trading crypto, even though I sucked at it. Since then, I've hopped from strategy to strategy, mentor to mentor, Forex to futures, blew a few small 5K Forex accounts, which is no big deal. But finally, after switching to liquidity and IFVGs, I won't even call it ICT because I've never watched ICT, I'm seeing real, tangible signs of success, and this being a big one here. I passed my first ever funded account today. And before I forget, do you know what's absolutely insane? My friend I told you about earlier passed his first ever account today after 10 months of being in this journey together. Absolutely insane. Hard to believe. Like, what are the chances? This is all pretty surreal, but I'm going to get into all the details of the stats on the account and tell you guys as much as I possibly can about my journey with this funded account, including showing you all of the trades, giving you access to them so that you can look at the confluences for each one, see my daily journal, everything. So just so you're at peace with, okay, this guy did this legitimately. But to think after all the times I've hesitated, missed trades, executed incorrectly, doubted myself, gotten mad at the charts, it's all paid off right now today, December 12th, 2024. So like I said, every trade is documented for you guys on this channel, as well as for myself to look back on in the future. So let's just get into the trades today and the stats and a few other things. So first one here, during the 750 to 810 macro this morning, and I was on the charts, drew this one out. Another trade, yesterday a trade during this macro one as well. So it was during a macro time, we swept liquidity, delivering from the bottom of a 4-hour fair value gap. We inversed the 2-minute fair value gap with LRL above as drawn liquidity. It was up here, I think. So yeah, we had this valid trade and it was a clear winner. I think this is 2-hour here. I'm not sure what happened after, but if I had back tested this before and was confident that this macro or this time was profitable, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's great, but I don't have that data. And I don't know any other people that trade before 8:30 EST. So I'm not going to add this to my trading time or anything. But if anybody trades this, let me know. Okay, this was another trade I just drew out. This is at 8:24, right before I get on the charts at 8:30. We swept liquidity, delivering from a 3-minute fair value gap. We inversed the 1-minute fair value gap with equal lows below as a drawn liquidity right here. So this was a very valid trade as well that would have actually won. I just wanted to show you guys because there was 2 winners right before I even got on the charts. So I was like, okay, well, let's see if the next trade's a winner, which it wasn't. The next trade was actually a break-even trade. I took this trade at 9 o'clock during a macro time. We swept liquidity, delivering from a 1-minute fair value gap. We inversed a 3-minute fair value gap with data highs above as a drawn liquidity. So I think I was up like 0.7 R or something. Just needed that 1.1 R to pass or whatever because of commissions, right? So that went back, hit break even. I think I lost like $30 on this trade, something like that. So that was a little bit unfortunate, but I was still 1 trade away from passing. And then finally, the moment of truth right here. The trade that passed my first prop firm challenge. Valid trade, 10:18 a.m. PDI model. This was beautiful. This chop was horrible. This is the 3-minute time frame as well. Like, it just chopped. This is the worst price action I've ever seen right after market open. Spelled emotions wrong. Okay. Delivering from multiple fair value gaps. Inverse the 3-minute fair value gap, data highs and equal highs above its drawn liquidity. So there was triple equal highs right here, as you can see, triple equal highs, which was perfect placement. We were really hoping this wouldn't get swept before the trade entry because I would not have taken this trade. It was so close to sweeping it. We got pretty freaked out, but obviously it all worked out. I said hello emotions just because I know how different the feeling would be if I didn't hit 1-to-1, and price edged me super hard before it pulled back. As you can see, my account was $20 away from passing, and then it reversed $300 or $400, and finally it came back. I was so stressed out. I was walking back and forth around the house, honestly, during this trade. Like, that's what I mean when I say my emotions are really high. It never makes me do anything differently during a trade, but it's definitely not good, and it doesn't feel good, right? I gotta get rid of that. My brother also took this trade on his eval, which he's up halfway to passing in 1 week so far. We'll see what happens tomorrow, but he's doing really good on that so far. And he held final TP up here at the data wick. Okay, onto the journal, the calendar, and then the stats and the certificate and everything. Here is my journal. I've been keeping this journal for the past 3 weeks, as you can see, started on November 25th. I wish I could tell you what my balance was on my account at that point, but I guess it was $2,450 away. So just to like go through some stats here, I've taken 13 trades that weren't a break even. And I've taken, looks like 10 break even trades that I journal separately and not so thoroughly because if I put them in my regular journal, it would have to count as a loss. So that's why I keep them here. So we've had 9 winners and 4 losers, which equates to a 69.2% win rate. The average risk reward is somewhere around like 1R, but I know how to improve that. And it's by actually following my rules. I need to hold out until final TP every trade. I keep cutting trades early because I want to see green. So in the future, I got to keep that in mind 100%. But pretty much taking 1 trade per day. That's what it kind of works out to. Paid a lot in commissions, as you can see, over $500. So I'm glad I kept track of that because it's important to use minis where you can instead of micros because of the higher commissions if you use a lot of micros. I'm going to do some analysis on this myself, look at all of my trades, the time frame, the entry and stuff, different variables about it decreasing my profits, but I doubt I'll find anything with this small sample size. Over here you can see November I made $8. It was totally break even that week that I traded in November, and then since December started I've made $2,400, and I'm very thankful that I started this journal because it's definitely got me a lot more in tune with my trading for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna leave a link to this so that you can look at it in the description, so you can go in here. I think you should be able to, and check out all my screenshots for every trade that I took. You can see my notes here for each one, and basically, yeah, see what I did right, see what I did wrong, see my confluences. That's if you want to understand the strat better or just understand how I trade. So yeah, the R gain, honestly, in 3 weeks, I'm happy with that. Nearly 5R gain, that's good. Moving on to my calendar. This is just my rules calendar to tell me if I follow my rules or not. Green if I followed them. And today, green, I just followed all my rules good. That was great. Even though I felt a lot of emotions, I didn't break my rules. And then I already filled out tomorrow because I'm planning on not trading tomorrow. I'm just going to relax and get everything ready for Monday. Okay, wow. This is the first time I've ever seen this. Funded account agreement. Interesting. Basically just saying that they can just cut you off at any time. Fair enough. Here's my account stats. Here's the equity curve. I bought this back in September because it was on sale, like 40% off. Didn't trade much, obviously. And then we have, this is kind of a YOLO trade. And then we kind of mellowed out and just became a little more consistent, risking 500, and then we upped the risk to 600. And yeah, eventually the equity curve points upwards. So there we go. 80 days is crazy. But I mean, this point down here, look, I was at 48,600. And that was literally a month ago, 1 month ago. So in 1 month, I've made like 4,500 or more on this account or something. So yeah, 4,500 or so. So that's amazing. You can see all the stats here. All this is passed. Here's the start in September, 2 losses. Okay, this is when I was on vacation right here. That's why there's no trades. Pretty bad. Win, loss. I think this is when I was trading, trying to trade like PB in them. PB trading or whatever. You can see the point at which I switched to kind of trading dodgy strategy. So yeah, probably around here somewhere, the last month or so. So since I started making profits, honestly, and I don't want to give dodgy all the credit. Come on. I've changed a few things from the strat, a few small nuances that fit my personality, which I'm sure you would think is great. Yeah, you can see all the trades, usually 1 trade per day, sometimes 2. This was the YOLO day, 1,500. That was before my thing would renew. So yeah, going on to December where I made most of the money. Here we go. Last week was beautiful, like insane. 80% win rate last week. This week, 66% win rate or something like that. Lost Monday, made it back Tuesday. And yeah, then today we had that winner. So I go down, you can see all my stats here. I'm not sure what the hell this is. 32% win rate. It's just weird because it uses contracts or something. If you guys want to look at this, long, short, daily, weekly, monthly, if you guys want to pause on it, stats right here. And yeah, here's all of my trades since I started the challenge, if you guys want to pause on any of it. Here is my certificate right here. I downloaded it. So this makes me super happy to see. I already have it printed off, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to go to Walmart and probably buy a picture frame and put this on the wall. This is definitely a huge moment for me. So if anybody can confirm in the comments, do I need to make $2,600 before I can request a payout? I think that's how it works. I gotta build up a buffer anyway, so I knew that. Thanks so much for believing in me through this whole journey and all the nice and helpful comments. The real challenge begins now. I just gotta stick to my system and trust that it will be profitable over time, regardless of being on a losing streak at some point, maybe a losing streak for a week, even 2 weeks. Just gotta follow my rules and trust the edge that I've proven through back testing and so many other people trust every single day. I'm just taking the rest of the week off, like I said before, to chill out, relax, be happy with myself, sit back and appreciate how far I've come. I mean, I dare you to watch day 1 of this journey on my channel. I'm trading supply and demand and I'm completely clueless. Definitely makes me happy to see where I was and where I am now. So I guess Monday will be day one of trading my funded account, and the titles are going to have to change or something. But anyways, guys, I hope you had a great week, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully.